Well, you're right, guys. Today I am doing steamed fish, more specifically steamed cod, and this recipe was sent in to me by Anita. That's Anita Haywood. It's basic. Cod, ginger, spring onions, light soy sauce and some cooking oil. But I'm going a little bit further. I'm using some rice wine and some salt, and you'll see why very shortly. Here we go then. This really is a quick recipe, but I've slowed it down by doing what I'm doing here. And all I'm doing is putting some salt on the top and bottom of the fish. Now this helps draw out some of the moisture. It firms the skin up just that little bit. And it also stops some of that white gunky stuff forming that you often get with steamed fish. And it removes some of that fishy smell as well. Not so bad with cod, but something like swordfish, you'd notice the difference. Trim the spring onions and save the tops. We're going to use those as a trivet. I didn't need to make a trivet because I'm going to use a specially made one. But if you're using a plate, for example, in a frying pan, lay the fish on the spring onion tops and it helps the fish to steam all the way around. Slice the whites of the onion down the centre, and what I'm doing, I'm removing the core. It makes for a little bit of a better shred. You get finer pieces. And set the pieces to one side, and we'll be using those very soon. Trim, peel, skin, top and tail your ginger, however you like to do it. Cut 3 or 4 slices to go in the sauce next, and julienne the rest. And this will be flavouring the oil right at the end. A nice simple sauce for a nice simple fish. A little bit of sugar, about 3 tablespoons of light soy, 1 crushed spring onion stalk, stem, top, the pieces of ginger we just cut, and about 3 tablespoons of water. And just before we cook the sauce, I've rinsed, drained and patted dry the cod, and now I'm just covering it with a little bit of rice wine, and yet again this helps to remove some of that fishy smell. And when I say cook the sauce, all I mean really is heat the sauce up till it's boiling to dissolve the sugar. It takes about 1.5 minutes. There we are. I just pour it into a container ready to use. Take the big bits out. And because I'm only using 1 hob for this recipe, I put it in the microwave and warmed it up again. Apologies in advance for the exposure control over the cooking footage. I thought it was in manual, but it was in automatic, so I had to tweak it a bit. So a bit of water in the wok. Here's my little trivet. And if you're using a plate, this is where you put the spring onions on the plate to lift the fish up. Makes the fish cook both sides. But I'm just doing it to show you. I'll tell you, I'm glad I did it actually, because it would have been a bit more awkward to get the fish out of the trivet. There we are, all set. Sprinkle a bit of the julienne ginger over the top. And the ginger is the third thing that helps remove the fishiness of the fish. Get the water boiling and cook, steam for, in my case, 5 minutes. Bigger bit of fish, 7 to 8 minutes, not too long with fish. All done. Steam all over the camera, it goes out of focus. Soon evaporates. Take the ginger off the fish and lift it out of the trivet. Into my little serving dish. You can see how well cooked it is. Rescue the sauce from the microwave and pour the sauce around the outside of the fish. Sprinkle the shredded spring onions over the fish, and we're nearly there. Get some oil hot in your frying pan, sprinkle in the julienne ginger, And you've got to watch this like a hawk. It burns very, very quickly. So I've brought it up the temperature slowly. I've sprinkled a few spring onions in as well, just for a bit of different taste. There we are, look, almost catching. Off with the heat. And pour it over your fish. It spits a little bit, but it's not too bad. I would have poured it quicker, but I was getting the second camera ready. And there we are, job done. Steamed cod. Well, here we go then. Steamed cod. As recommended by Anita. That is nice, and there's absolutely no fishiness to it whatsoever. Oh. Look at those flakes. Oh, thanks for that, Anita. That was lovely. That is lovely. Right. Lovely jubbly. And just before I go, I want to show you what happens if you don't use the salt and rice wine, or try to show you. Same time, 5 minutes of cooking with a spare piece of fish, and you can see all the white gooky stuff coming out. You can't see it on top of the fish, but it is there. But with the salt and the rice wine, there was none. Made it a much more pleasant eating experience. Well, take care guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.